Good morning, I'm Mike Reed, Operations Section Chief Trainee with Rocky Mountain Team 1, and this is your operational update for August 2nd on the Moss Mountain fires. Start out up in top on branch 8. So Tire Mountain, we still have resources on there. I know I sound a little bit like a broken record, but we are making sure that that edge is really well secured, and before we even think about walking away from that, and it's looking really good and holding in place. McKinley Creek also, same thing. We have resources on there. Continue to secure that edge, getting enough mop-up depth in there so that it doesn't have any opportunity to escape. On to chalk. So we'll start out with Kilo on the east side here. Kilo has completed their burnout. They continue to patrol what they've gotten here. They are showing it contained, and it is looking good. And they are also working with that line that comes up a little bit with the little further indirect line. But we're also looking at some opportunities to try to tie this off a little more direct. One thing I do want to point out is we've had some real big issues in here with timber snags falling down, and we're really trying to be heads up for firefighter safety in there. So we're really limiting our presence within this area right here. Down onto Alpha does have this all prepped out, and right now they're just staying along with the edge, keeping it square with a little strategic firing as possible, but we don't have any plans to fire at this time. Moving down onto branch 12, so going out to the wilderness fires first, 217. Today is the last day for the jumpers on there. But they're looking really good. They've gotten good mop up on it, and we're showing that fire contained. We've been backhauling some of the equipment off of there, and we're going to feel really comfortable unplugging from that and putting it into a monitor status. 208, it's unstaffed at this time. It did show a little bit of activity, but really not a lot of movement yesterday, but we are continuing to monitor that and ensuring that we're not seeing any significant growth. Moving on to Moss Mountain and Coffee Pot. So starting up top, Romeo. With this firing that they had done yesterday, they're slowly taking this down the line that has been prepped and plumbed, and eventually tying it into the lake here. They're about halfway down, and we expect to have that completed by end of shift today. Whiskey, as we work through some communication challenges here, they started at the division break. And they're working up the 23 road with heavy equipment, prepping along the line, just to help have that little bit of indirect line in place should we have to use it. Sierra has also completed their line down in here, and they're working to the west, eventually towards the division break with Papa. And lastly, Papa. We continue with some of the slop over and spot fires that we had in here. There's been a little bit of challenge, but they've really done a good job in there. Jumping onto those spot fires really hard with the right resources, and they've been able to catch them all in place. So still viable line. They continue to work and secure that edge. He also has heavy equipment working down towards the division break, and we are looking at maybe possibly something a little more direct in here, but that's going to require some scouting and ground truthing to ensure that it's viable. Lastly, the contingency group is working up here above the Sierra Pacific private holdings, and they are putting some contingency line in and working a little more indirect here, but still trying to tie that piece together, but they are working from the 21 road up. That's your update for August 2nd.